February 2nd. It's Groundhog Day. If I could have a repetition like the Groundhog movie, if I could have a repetition over and over again of gratitude and intention, living with joy and praise and happiness and attentiveness, being intentional, what a great combination that would be. If we haven't met, I'm Julie Jordan Scott. This is my channel called Aging Joyfully. And this is because we look at aging not from a place of, oh my gosh, we're getting old, but from a place of, wow, this Renaissance chapter of life is here. And I am so thrilled that you are here with me while I am on my personal Renaissance. I see Mrs. Paula is here. Hi, Mrs. Paula. Happy Monday. Happy Gratitude Day. Thank you for liking this video. As you pop in, if you could please like this live, I would appreciate it so very much. It is so wonderful to be here with you. I'm grateful for you. Let's throw out gratitudes as we arrive, whether you're live or on the replay, because on the replay, I really think that it's as if you're live, and I will come back and comment. I will make those comments and keep this going because, that really fires me up. In fact, this Monday, I'm going to throw out some of my gratitudes for this Monday. This Monday, I had my first really good morning. Some of you know that I am house sitting and dog sitting, and also childcare. I'm doing childcare. I'm basically parenting a 5-year-old as a single parent. A single older person parent. And I am using, in fact, Mrs. Paula, I could use your help right here if you want to fly to California and help me out. It's bringing back many memories of some of the things I experienced with some of my children that were tough. And, okay, great. Thank you, Ninj. So it makes it challenging, at least at first, to not feel triggered when things would happen. I'm doing okay with that. And this morning was great. I got a phone call. I also have a friend texting me, like needing help. I'll get to her as soon as we're done here. I woke up early because my daughter in California called me at 5:45. I was already awake, and I really wanted to talk to her and my grandbaby. And so I took that call, and I got out of bed. Now, little baby, he's 5 and he's used to co-sleeping. So, if that's comfy for him, I will do it, even though I don't sleep as well. But I was up for maybe 15 minutes, 6 a.m., and he was already out of bed an hour early. But the great thing was that he had a longer time to get ready. So it was extremely peaceful. I'm like, this is an accident. But instead of rushing in a half an hour, I gave him an hour and 15 minutes to get his chores done, to eat his yummy breakfast that I made for him. And I'm so grateful for that happy accident. Does anyone else have any happy accidents to be grateful for? If you would hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. I see there's a bunch of you in here probably jumping around to different lives and seeing who's out there. But if you're here to stay and share your gratitudes, I would love that. If you would like this video, I would like that. And gratitudes, post them. We see that Mrs. Paula and Fire Dr. Ninja Turtle, otherwise known as Doc. I like to call him Ninja. I think Ninja is a good nickname. So it's great to see you all here. Throw your gratitudes down. We're also going to be starting here at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific in the future, because one of my dear friends, Paula and I, we share this dear friend. She's been going live at 9 a.m. So there's been that conflict. And I don't want to have conflict. I want to be able to support her and then pop over here and hang out with all of y'all. So, hey, Mrs. Paula, do you have any gratitudes you'd like to share today? I'd love to hear of them on this fabulous, here in California, foggy Monday morning. Good morning, sunshine. No sunshine here yet. And my friend keeps sending me messages. And I can't text her back. Not yet. And if no one else comes, which is rare, usually we have a bunch of people in here, but if nobody else comes before the next 3 minutes, then I'll be able to answer her sooner. Hi and welcome. Glad that you're here. If you would like to like this video, and also if you'd like to share what you're grateful for, I would love to hear it. We would all love to hear it, because there's an extra energy that shows up when we share our gratitudes and our intentions together. So any combination of that is great. One of my intentions is to have more mornings like the morning I had this morning. where I was up super early, like I usually am in California, and I spent plenty of time with the little guy to help him get ready for school. The other thing during my time here, next Monday, I will not be here because it's a school holiday and it would not be good to have him here while I am live. It just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Oh, Mrs. Paul is grateful to be able to play in the snow. Oh, I know. And the groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, did not see his shadow apparently, so therefore more winter. And I'm envious when I see my friends in my neighborhood in New Jersey, all of the snow. I would be playing too. And I loved that video I saw. I think it was Randy sledding that was so cute. That was a lot of fun. I am also grateful that that I have, let's see, what else am I grateful? I'm like trying to come, this is rare for me. Like, what am I grateful for? My gratitudes usually come a mile a minute. Okay, since I had a good morning this morning, I actually I worked on some videos. I made a short. I wasn't able to walk because of timing and also really bad fog. So I'll go out walking later and I'll be grateful for that. I'm grateful that there's some really cool parks around here to explore. I'm grateful that over the weekend, I went to a really cool fossil discovery center. And I learned that a camel-like animal lived here in the Pleistocene era. And I am grateful of how, oh, hi, Rhonda. Hi, Maggie. I'm grateful for all that I learned at that fossil center. I learned so much. I need to tell you the story. So this fossil discovery center was created because there's a landfill right next door. And in the landfill, the guy was working in his, whatever those big machines are that they use in landfills. I don't know the technical name. And he saw something different when he was doing his digging. And he said, something's different out here. There's something different. And through that, they found one of the largest fossil fields in all of North America, because a person working in a dump in a landfill noticed something different in the soil. And from that, we got some great discoveries. So I didn't know that there were camels, not just the ones that they came over, because somebody said, oh, there were camels yes, I know, during the Civil War, there were camels brought in. But these were actually native camels. They were like called camelops or something like that. There were also three kind of sloths. And for a little bit of trivia, if you, how big do you think this Pleistocene era bear was? There was a bear around here. We're sharing our gratitudes. What are you grateful for, Maggie? I'm sharing my gratitudes about where I went on Saturday, and I'm nerding out. I apologize. I'm a old, excited, happy nerd. Newsflash, in case you didn't know that. Also, if you like this video, I'd appreciate it. I would love that. I see that you say you saw me in the store. I did not see you in the store. So if you saw me, I apologize. Because I don't go to stores. I mean, I can't think, when was the last time? When did you think you saw me in the store? Because I have not been in a store since who knows when. I am a consumer, but I don't usually go to stores. Fun fact about me, I'm like the anti-consumer. Okay, so how about some gratitudes? Let's hear some gratitudes. And nobody answered my question. How big do you think the tallest bear was? Oh my goodness. Did you see what Rhonda said? Rhonda said she's grateful she got to go with her soon-to-be daughter-in-law to look at wedding dresses. That is so fun. I did try on with my daughter, and boy, was that fun. We actually went to a bridal shop in California. She got married in New Jersey, and she tried on dresses with no intention of buying. But it was really good because one of her bridesmaids, well, my daughter was a bridesmaid, and then one of her best friends from high school, we all went to experience that. And I'm so glad that we did. And it gave her some ideas for when she went to buy her dresses. Felt awesome to be included. That belonging aspect is so important for all of us, isn't it? So I'm glad that you got to experience that. And the bear, I'll just answer the question because I can tell you're all sitting on the edge of your seat. Say, Julie, how big was that Pleistocene era bear? By the way, I've said Pleistocene more in the last 2 days than I've said Pleistocene probably in my whole life. It's sort of like that word conviviality. Who uses these words? But that bear was 12 feet tall. Can you imagine seeing a 12-foot tall bear running around your yard? I know that Paula has bears in her neighborhood. I have bears in my neighborhood, but Babu is just like a little teenage bear. He wasn't that menacing. And while I did see a bear when I was out on the Appalachian Trail, I was close enough to my car to run right back to it. But a 12-foot bear, that's very scary. I'm so glad, Rhonda. I'm so glad that you got included. And I would say that you are exceptionally deserving of being included. All right. So we'll give this about 1 more minute. If you weren't here, one of my friends is having a crisis and she keeps texting me. So we'll keep it to 1 more minute. It'll be short today, unless someone else comes in and wants to share a gratitude or intention. So we'll hold on for a few more minutes. If people have intentions and gratitudes to share, that would be wonderful. So my intention this week is to stay peaceful and calm, and also aware of ways that I can help this little guy who I am caregiving. One of the things I did, I don't know, Paul, if you ever used this or suggested this in classrooms, but I got some sand timers because I use timers a lot. And but here I don't have my sand timers, so I actually purchased some sand timers to use with him, and those are like the hourglasses. So I can say, okay, 10 minutes to watch this video, and okay, 5 minutes until you need to get dressed. And it helps with the transitions. It helps them to know, okay, time's up, it's a visual. And I found that that was really important for my kids and also for other children. So that's one thing I'm going to do, is to stay peaceful and keep working on how to make the time here better. So that's my hope, by using those timers to do that for the little guy. So to stay peaceful. And I also might hire a sitter so that I can get out. Yeah, isn't that amazing that Rhonda got to do that with her soon-to-be daughter-in-law? I think that's remarkable, really remarkable. Okay, any intentions or any more gratitudes would be wonderful. I'd love to see them. I was writing some notes before I went live about gratitude. I'll see if I said anything smart. Probably not. Oh, I just wrote that this morning. I'm so grateful that this morning was my first excellent morning since I started here at this particular house sitting gig. House sitting, dog sitting, child caring. So it's different than the ones that I've done before. If you would take a second and like this video, if you haven't liked it yet, I would very much appreciate it. Oh, that's good. I'm grateful for you being live here too. Oh, you're going to do your taxes this week. I'm glad, Ninja. It's good to see you live. Rhonda's doing her taxes. So important to do. So important to do. That's great. And I'm going to stay at peace in this situation. And I think by the end of today, I will reach out to the 2 sitters my cousin sent to me, because there's some things I would like to do on my own. Right now, I'm very close to Kings Canyon. And some of you may remember my video last year at Kings Canyon. It's supposed to be sunny in the afternoons all week. And I would love to go back out there when it's sunshiny, because last time I was there, it was totally foggy and overcast, which made it eerie, but I really would like it to be sunshiny, because Kings Canyon, Sequoia National Park, Yosemite, I'm close to all of them right now. So I'd love to get some pretty footage. Oh, I forget too. That's why I remind people, because so often I'm just sitting there hanging out in the lives and I forget to like the video. So I appreciate it. All right, we'll give this 2 more minutes so that my friend who's saying help, 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 I can give her some help, help, help. I always like to help my friends. I'm grateful that I have friends who can ask for help. Oh, hi, Granny. It's so good to see you. I appreciate you dropping by. If you would like to say anything you're grateful for in the comments, that would be wonderful. Not a requirement. There's an energy that comes when we are grateful in community. The energy of gratitude is so strong. It's incredibly strong, like love is incredibly strong. So if you would like to pop something in the comments, great. If you just want to hold it in your heart, great. And know that we're there with you in that energy. Okay. And the other thing, I feel sometimes spoiled because when I go live, does this happen to the rest of you? When you go live, when you're done, it's so happy. You're so much happier than you were when you got here. Oh, yay, your computer had not booted up, Pam. I'm so glad you're here. By the way, I have a short coming out, and I thought of Pam the whole time. I made a short poem, short poem short. It's 1:40. And I think I'll publish that one tomorrow. It's called Listen Back by Brooke McNamara. And also I'll be going live on Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern, or 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern. So, oh, Granny, you're so grateful you have a loving and supportive family. I'm grateful for that too. I said earlier how my daughter and granddaughter woke me up this morning. Well, I was already half awake, but at 5:40, the phone rang and I got out of bed and I took that call. And I was like, hello. And there was silence on the other end. And my daughter said, Granny's here. Granny's here. And I'm like, yes, I'm awake. And I ran into the kitchen so that I could talk to them. That was such a blessing. Pam, is there anything you're grateful for that you'd like to? Oh, you're grateful that your computer fired up. I'm grateful that your computer fired up also. I was talking about my lives. Next week on Monday, it's a holiday out here. So I will be with little guy. So I think that's what I'll call him now, little guy, because he's the littlest guy in my life. My son at 25 no longer qualifies as little guy. My godson, who's 18, no longer qualifies as little guy, although that breaks my heart because he was supposed to be little guy for a long time. So little guy and I will be home from school next Wednesday and next Monday. So I'll go live Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, and this week, Monday and Wednesday. And as long as I'm here, which is the next 2 weeks, I will coming. Oh, I think I know what she's talking to me about. Oh my gosh. I'm grateful my friends can confide in me. Oh, Pam, grateful you're able to drive 7 hours to see your beautiful sunny university. I'm so glad too. That is fantastic. You and your husband are really fun to watch together, by the way, Pam. Does anyone else agree that Pam and her husband are really fun to watch together? I really, really enjoy that. I'm really inspired by couples. Oh, that's so great. Pam says that she prayed and asked God to show us whether we need to go see him, and God answered. That's very much in line with the poem that I read this morning that will go live tomorrow. It'll be on a short. It is so awesome. I agree with Rhonda. I would like to say how grateful I am for each person who is here. And oh yeah. One of the things I wanted to do was go live while I drive around Southern California. I'm not in Southern California yet, but when I do go into Southern California, I hope to go live in places people want to see. Like, I don't know how much people would like to drive around Central California, except it is blossom season. So the almonds are going to start blossoming. The cherries are blossoming. So the orchards are going to get really pretty soon. So I might do that. I know that some people don't even know what almond blossoms look like. I used to be one of those people. So it's no, but I'm not out there in the 18-degree snow like I was for a while. And it got even colder. I was wondering recently, would I still be going on those freezing morning walks if I was in New Jersey? I hope I would. So, okay, I am going to give it 30 more. No, I'll give it 1 more minute. I'm writing myself a note so I actually follow through this time. Okay. I'm so glad to be back live. I am so glad that I worked on some videos this morning. Okay, good. I really want to go back to, I was saying a minute ago, I really want to go back to Kings Canyon when it's sunny. Last spring when I was here, I videoed up there and it was overcast and eerie. And I really wanted y'all to see it in the sunshine because it is beautiful. It's beautiful in the fog. But to me, it's just so heart-opening when the sun is out. And it's not nearly as cold here as it is in Canada. But for us, it's California cold. So like in the 40s at night and in maybe the 60s during the day. Thank you, Ninj. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments for my vibe. I try to keep it high. All right, everybody, guess what? Time is up. Time for me to go tend to my other friend. I would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, each and every one of you. My wish and intention for you is to have a week full of love, hope, and optimism. Be watching for those new videos. Oh, thank you, Pam. Pam says, yes, Julie is a burst of joy and sunshine. I appreciate that. If you look for my new videos as they come out, we're going to have one on my next experiment. I'll tell y'all here since you're live. I'm juggling or trying to juggle. That's going to be my next tweak experiment. That will probably come out tomorrow. And I'm doing shorts of poems because it's easier than sometimes I'm not getting out walking in the morning as much as I would like due to weather and baby, little guy. So I'm hoping to do more of that, especially when I'll actually be in Bakersfield in Southern California, which is, Bakersfield's not Southern California either. But I'll be out and about in California for 2 weeks after I'm done with this house sitting gig. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward, as always, to the next time we connect. Thank you so much for being here.